Welcome to the Julie Laughton Living Podcast, the place to get advice, tips, and tricks to building the life and luxury home of your dreams with 30-year business owner, designer, and builder, Julie Laughton. It all starts with a good plan. This is Julie Laughton Living.
Welcome back to another episode of Julie Laughton Podcast. This week we're going to talk about matching your home to how you live and your style. But before we get started, don't forget to check out my 7 simple steps and look them up on my website. So easy. Check them out. Share them with your friends. Let me know what you think. Okay, so a remodel, the reason you do a remodel or you build a custom home from scratch is that you are trying to match how you live. It's all about, what do I need? What do I want? What do I want my space to look like? Does this fit my lifestyle? How my family lives, how I entertain, how I cook? So that's basically all the questions I ask the first time I meet someone, because the home needs to match the client's lifestyle. And how many people are in the family? Who does the cooking? How do they entertain? Hey, are you hard on things? Do you want bulletproof materials or do you want natural stones? Are you worried about staining? Are you worried about chipping? We have to go through this whole litany of questions to make the home fit the client's lifestyle and their style. So the part about, which my favorite part is the getting the home to match the client's lifestyle to the T. And to do this, it happens because the designer makes those decisions. So in my case, having the architecture, the space planning, and the interior design, I use all those tools to lay out the home to match their style of living, but not only the style, how it functions, but how it looks. So first you work on the space planning. Where does everything go? How does it flow? What rooms do I need to blow out? What walls do I need to blow out? Do I need to blow out the back of the house and bring the outside in? And then the last thing we do is put color to it and materials. So that sets the mood and sets the theme. But it all starts with space planning. That's how it's done. So with any remodel, you got to customize things. Like the kitchen is like a whole nother room. There's so much detail to that kitchen. There's kitchen planning, space planning. Where do the appliances go? How does it function? There's a whole space planning thing with custom kitchen design. And I actually kind of took classes in that and took tests in that, I should say. Testing about certified kitchen designer. So I know all the rules and what should be done to actually make it function, but you still have to customize it to the client. So it's very important. So a remodel can transform your daily living because the house functions better. And of course, things aren't falling apart when you're using them, but it's all about the flow through the space, the feel of the space, and everything maybe being new, but all that transforms your mood when it's done right and it matches you. So my pet peeve, and I'm sure other people have the same pet peeve, but I start with architecture. And then I do interior design, which is what's screwed and glued to the walls. This is the floors, the cabinets, the tile, paint, color, and windows and doors. And then the last layer is the decorator aspect where, it's the soft goods, the sofas, the chairs, the furniture, the pillows. And these 3 things all have to match and go together and be on the same theme. What I hate is when an architect designs a beautiful building and then the decorator comes in and screws it all up with things that don't match the theme. Everybody's got to communicate on what is the client's theme. What are we trying to accomplish? And it should be flawless and match together, just like putting on an outfit that's flawless. The shoes, the dress, the purse, the accessories, same goes with men, top to bottom, the outfit, it's got to be seamless. So same things happens in remodel and design is, maybe they're not on the same page. So if a client hires individual people and they're not on the same page, it can be a problem with the final look. So the best thing to do is hire a team that knows each other and see what their style is and make sure they're talking and communicating that style. Because in my case, I nail the style first with the client, and then it just automatically happens because I'm the only point of contact. So the client's ideas are molded and formed and guided through, and that's how it's done. But if you work with one person, it's a lot simpler. Well, I have some wonderful stories of how people have drastically changed their life and really, really transformed their homes to completely different look. And it's kind of fun to watch. And most people do this because they bought a home that they don't like and necessarily, but they like the location and they know they can make it work. So and then the other one is when the kids are out of the house and it just becomes their house, and maybe they're downsizing. So the drastic transformations are fun because the whole house changes, the style, the look changes. I have one house now we're taking from vintage cottage to ultra modern, all white stucco. It's fun because that's the client's style. She's a fashion designer from New York City. It's fabulous. So the transformation is night and day, but it's all about customizing to the client. So it's fun to really tear it apart and change the house into like a different house. Unfortunately, when you buy a house, it's never perfect for you. Even if it's new, you're going to have to remodel. But a lot of clients buy homes because they're buying real estate for an investment, and they're buying in a location. It's all about location, 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 because they know their investment's great. So in those cases, they just buy a house and it's just a disaster usually, and that has to be transformed to match theirs. So it's an automatic extra cost. They know that when they buy it to transform it. So that's the fun ones because, when you take something from vintage Cape Cod to ultra white modern, it's like you built a new house, but you didn't. You just remodel it. So I love those. It's funny because people buy really expensive homes and they look really great and they're in fabulous neighborhoods. And, I'm talking high dig homes, like $15 to $20 million homes. Everybody assumes, oh, they're buying this new home, sort of like buying a new car, and it's just perfect. And no, they all remodel. So the last one I did, the home $16 million, and the first thing we did is remodel it, and we tore out a lot of stuff and to get the client moved in because it wasn't their home; it was the other person's home. So every homeowner remodels homes to fit their lifestyle and their style and their needs. No matter what the home costs, they all go through it. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Julie Laughton Podcast. I hope you enjoyed Thank you for joining Disgustingly Discussions. Just kidding. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Julie Laughton Podcast, and I hope you enjoyed the discussions about matching your home to your lifestyle, because that's what it's all about. That's what we do for our clients. And don't forget to check out the 7 Simple Steps on my website, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Julie Laughton Living. For more information or to connect with Julie one-on-one, visit julielaughtonliving.com. And don't forget, it all starts with a good plan.